Oh, okay. Am I muted now? No? All right. Okay. Everything's good? Okay, excellent. Okay. So, hi, it's me, Coral. I'm here to see you guys. I'm glad to be here. Um, I wasn't sure what LPS to draw with today for you guys, so I just picked some random ones that I like seeing. Let me see. So I got the collie here. If you have any suggestions what you would like to see, I picked this one because it was like today's date. This one's another like a cute little bear I saw. I never drawn this Cocker Spaniel before. And there's this one and this bunny. If you what like what LPS do you guys think you like to see me draw with you here today? And by the way, I don't know if you already know, I will be accepting at least three freebies for you guys. The first three people to like message me on Instagram, I'm not sure, um, will get a free LPS drawing for me. So first come, first serve. Um, let's see. So basically, if you have any questions as I'm going through here, how I do a drawing, like right now I'm using Procreate. I used to be use Medibang since it's free. It's you know, I personally think it's easy to use Medibang, but just like it pretty much has the same things as Procreate, just a little less things and some things you have to pay for, and like having a monthly subscription to use some of the options, like doing like that weird glitch effect thing and stuff. But this Procreate, it's just one-time payment and that's it. You don't have to pay anymore. So, okay. So do you guys let me see. Let's see. So one thing for sure, uh just to explain who I am. I'm Coralzeit, Coral Z, however you want to say it. Coral will be my what I be prefer to be called. And yeah, I've been drawing LPS since 2015. I started drawing obviously before that, but those were all when I was a little kid. And they're all on papers and pencils. All their drawings are lost now, but I actually started digitally drawing them in 2015 when I started college. I started getting back into the LPS collecting times. You know, um, I didn't know there was a community actually, and that I discovered one day because I was like, I don't even touch my LPS anymore. I'm just gonna go sell them already. So I went on eBay, I went on Instagram, and I saw there was a whole community of people who liked LPS still. And I was like, wow, okay, there's actually people that like LPS, and I started doing free drawings at first because I wasn't confident in my digital drawing skills yet. But it took time. So let me see. Okay, so 905, 11438, 675. I always try not to draw 675 because I feel like there's so many drawings of her already. I was like, this is gonna be another one of those. Oh, I like drawing like white pets because I literally just use the blue color or purple or pink because it's just purple, pink, purple, blue, like those colors um do nice when you put the opacity down when it comes to shading with for white colors. Let's see. And what's my favorite LPS? I love the collies. I'm very basic, I know. I love the collies. It's always been ever since I was a little kid. I always loved the collie mold, like the molds, because of their ears. I love the ears and like they're just and this rough doing this very rough thing. Like and their eyes are so like kind looking. But I always liked the way they stood. Like they were such a like they didn't fall over. They just seem like confident looking pets. They look confident in their skin. um, I always made them like the sporty one, like the sporty one when I would play with them as a kid. They'll be like the gymnast or the coach or the boss or it was they're just a part of my soul. So let me just delete that layer already. I'm using a pen, Apple Pen, because this is a big iPad I'm using. So my finger is, I used to draw on my phone. That's how I started, actually. I used to draw with my finger on my phone 24, not 24/7, but you get me, all the time. It was just all that I used. I couldn't afford buying an iPad or a tablet or, but now, having a job and being grown up and stuff, I can do whatever I want with my money, blah, 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 blah. Okay. Lead singer. Wow. Yeah. I love all the molds. I love the sticker eyes. Everything about them is, the mold itself is just perfect. So let's see. Let me try it. Let me try to look at the first one you guys sent me. Da, da, dee, da, 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 da. Oh, I'm trying to see. Bum, bum, da, dee, 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 dee. Okay, 904. Let me look at LPS 904. Ooh, panda. Ooh, this would I like that one. Very Asian look, look with a whole little sakura flowers. Yeah, right. Okay, so I'm gonna put these away. Actually, just boop, boop. Okay, I like to start with many layers because when I press here, I can't just make a layer from the bottom, so I just make an extra layer. Right now, start with, let me see. Okay, let me see. Okay, so let me see. 14. This is a process for me. Like I want to draw all of them, but I need to do something that's easy in the moment because I like to take my time with more detailed LPS. A funny hat. A funny hat. Let me see. Uh, let's see. Yeah. Da, 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 da. 410. Okay, I'll do the 410 since it's so I can show you how I would shade the LPS. Oh, I love her. Oh, yes, 410, LPS cat 410, the very famous, expensive short hair. One of them. But okay, so I like to start with a dark color and I go with the circle. The best thing about Procreate is like you just do the circle thing. And it's just perfect, beautiful. And I kind of like put in the line. Really don't use the line. I don't really use the line, like face thing, but it's just to give me like an idea what direction I want them to face. Like, do I want them here? So I like to just kind of get the rough size. I use a circle for mostly size and getting the shape going. And give a little curve here, there. My dearest color. It's just whatever pops up first, whatever color I was using last, and as I darken it. I like using purple, blue, red, like this red, pink, hot pink. I like using those dark colors because then when I put down the opacity, I can still see what I'm doing. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Do, 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 do. Like this. Here, where can I put her little nubs? Where do I want her body? Here, here. uh, okay, let me just. Okay, don't want to do her legs like that anymore. Very indecisive, like a lot of artists are, I guess. She has seen some things. Oh my God. Yes. You know what I love? I love cats that just do this. Like they just tuck in their little paws. They're like a little loaf. And put their little tail here. Oh, I love the loafiness. That's precious. Okay. Okay. Let me resize her again. I don't know if I want her in the loaf. Uh, Raggedy. Oh, the sketch part is really the fun part because you just see where the lines kind of end up in and you kind of get the general feel how you want it posed. And I start delete like just erasing. It's like, do you want her like this? Okay. Deleting, erasing this in here. Delete. Okay. So the meow meow ears usually are like this. That's usually how they look like. I want to put like a little neck accessory. Possibly. I love bows. I'm a sucker for bows. Yeah. Shh, it's okay. Let her take care of you while I think of how I want her body to be posed. Okay. Ah, yes. I'm gonna do the toe bean exposed toe beans. Oh, the wacky effects. Do cats? I don't know. I don't think I've ever seen my cat right now. She's next to me. She looks like this right now. My cat right now. She's just, oh my God. What is going on? What is this? What is this? What is this? I don't know what this is. What is this red line? How do I fix that? You know what? That stays there. This red line here, excellent work. I don't know where it came from. I just looked up and it's part of my artwork now. Okay. So, hmm, very interesting. Uh Da, da, da. How can I clear? Okay. All right. So, okay. We're just gonna, for her leg here. Shapes are so important, guys. It's seriously a thing. Shapes are so important. So if you don't use shapes, you're missing out. Look at that little bean. Look at these little mittens right here. I just kind of try to follow what the back goes. I remember I used to draw like as a kid, this, the tail right here from the butt. Let's see. I think, yeah, I think her tail looks. I'm gonna make it fluffy, kind of fluffy. How did I improve my line work? Ah, for you, it really is trial and error. You just you can do those. There's different kinds of ways you can do up. It's a good way to start off is seeing how real dog fur works. Like for example, my cat, she just turned into a donut. She just turned into a donut. She's tucked in like this. The little tails is tucked in here. We're doing LPS 410, by the way, so I can show how I do the white fur. I'm gonna make it a little fluffy so you can see, like the tail especially, so you can see the fluffiness I try to do. But right now she's like a loaf, and all her furs just go like this. It's this direction of what your hair you want to make your like where it to go. Like some hairs are gonna stick up because hair is not always uniform. And then if you don't want too much lines, you can just go start erasing. So you can have it really depends what kind of style you're looking for. If you're trying to go for realistic, you're gonna want to do like many, not too much, but enough to so that there's texture. This is like not a good brush. It's very like jaggy. So I like to use. I try looking for a paintbrush that work like Medic Banks paint, like the watercolor, because it's just so smooth and delicious. It's just so woo. I mean, I don't. I have depends with your finger. You just have to get used to it. You have to just keep using it, and lots of zooming in and out. So you make sure that you like whatever little tiny line you want to do is on the spot you want it to go, because your finger is obviously going to be covering whatever you're trying to draw at that moment. But I think it's okay. So I think her head looks a little too big. I always like forget. Okay, so it's da, da, da. Let's resize it so it looks more proportional. Okay, so I'm gonna now lower that opacity there, make another layer on top. And I don't like using pure black. Oh, this is a pen I downloaded. It was called like free it was like I think it was free. Yeah, free anime basic brushes. Yeah, I was like, "Ooh, this brush is beautiful. It's perf." Literally, that's all I downloaded for that one brush set, just for that. So I try, for example, this. I want to use. She's a white pet, so I kind of want to go for. It really all depends. I'm probably gonna just do a dark. Let me see, a dark. Um, I don't want to use black. I use black when I want to do something that has less like it's just I I don't know explain it because I want to give it to a more softer effect. I want to give it more softness. So I don't want to use black. If you want messy lines, that's really up to you. Remember, your art is however you feel happy with. Like if whatever is makes you feel like it's complete. However it is, it ends up as that's uh oh no, just start with the basic. I started exploring Procreate. I just look, okay, where can I get my layers? Okay, this is where my layers are at. Okay, these are my brushes. Okay, so I started looking through all the brushes. I wasn't too happy with some of the brushes here. I don't know how to make brushes, but you can just start exploring. Like this one, monoline is on your calligraphy. This does even all around. There is nothing disrupting, like no matter how hard I'm pressing, it's just that. Oh, and to make your lines a lot stable, because first a lot of the brushes automatically are in that setting that whatever jiggle you do, you're gonna want to put the um stabilization like here. Just put it up or down. So it's less like obviously if you do that, that's what's gonna happen. But you see, like and then everything just starts fixing itself. I try not to do it too high. I just want it just about there. It's okay. You just save it there and like I'm gonna look back to this one day and in the future when I do another drawing, I'm gonna see how much I've accomplished, how much I've changed. Oh my goodness, what's going on? You can just look at you can just put it away and pretend, it never happened and just keep it there. Like I have a lot of drawings like that. I'm just not happy with how it ended at the end. I'm just like, whatever. I'll just do another thing in the future. Oh, I definitely see other people draw. I'm like, wow, that's so much better than I can do. Or, it's just, but you can't just stop yourself and be like, I can't do that. The thing is, you're not there yet. You just have to keep going. You have to keep trying. I'm just gonna start doing this part now. I'm trying to land it in a way that I like the way it is shaped. So this is a lot of line art redoing. And then I go like this. I have to flip it and make sure it's not too goofy. I'm just gonna add some first so I can show you how I would shade if she was like a little more fluffier on the fluffier side. These are, just do 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 boop. Okay. And this is I don't know the one for smaller. Eh. No. Eh. Okay, I'm gonna I always forget to like shrink the eraser. Eh, it's gonna go like this. And I try to keep the like where the ear part is aligned with the head. Kind of aligned with the head, you know. A lot of times I change the ears. I look at the ears. Once I finish with the line art, I don't start looking like, do I like how it looks? No, I absolutely do not like how it looks right now. I'm just gonna delete this one. Erase, 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 erase. Let me just do this one. How big I want her ear. Eh. He want. We want. No. We want. Yeah, just have fun with drawing. It's pretty much your own little journey. You're not gonna always like what you do, unfortunately. But it's always nice to have something to look back to and redo one day. Like, yeah, in the future, I'm gonna look at this and I'm gonna like it more. I'm gonna hate it. But uh it doesn't matter at the end of the day because it's what you made. Someone else didn't do it, it was you. You put your time, you put your effort into it. And whatever you make is it's special. It's unique to you. It's special. Like it's like taking pictures. You're gonna have bad pictures. Like when your selfies are gonna be you're gonna have bad selfies. You're gonna have good selfies. Okay. So we're gonna put here some more fur. Okay. Cartoony. I love cartoony. This is more expressive. You can do pretty much as big as the mouth as you want, as small as you want. Because when it comes, if you try to do more realistic drawings, it's to me, this starts looking like uncanny. It's scary. Like, why? No need. I like to put a tiny little nose right there and go like this. Okay. This is why I like this brush because you just end it and you're like you got your little lashes. Let me just hide this already so I can see where the eye is gonna end up. So I probably want to give her this big of an eye. I'm gonna flip it. Always remember to flip because you want to make sure everything is kind of matching to what you're seeing on the other side. Like right now, I'm already seeing that I don't like this. Mm. Mm, 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 mm. What do you mean? How I do so perfect? No, it's just really the brush. The brush helps. I'm trying. To see. I like brushes that, try to mimic how you would use a pencil in real life. Because I want to make sure, you know, it spins out where I want it to. Let's keep redoing. Okay. And just shrink this to make kind of like where the lid should be. Okay. This one little itty bitty lash right here. Okay. I don't know. I find it very funky looking, but since I don't have too much time, I want to get kind of where the coloring part comes in. Blech, blech. I've been drawing for like seriously, seriously drawing. I think it's yeah, since 2015 really. Because in middle school, I drew a lot paper and pencil, and it was not really completed drawings. It was just really exploring uh how to draw animals, and I would draw my friends. It was nothing like complete finished or colored in. It was just mostly sketches. So once I got to high school, which was in 2012, I only did very few drawings, a lot like digitally, which was on the computer with a Wacom tablet connected to my laptop. And since I didn't like sitting on my computer for so long in that time, I barely drew anything. Mostly I did doodles or or sometimes bigger pieces that I ended up deleting, unfortunately. Which I could show you. This is what I mean. Like this, even if you hate it, just keep it. Because one day you're gonna want to look back if you decide to keep drawing. If you want to, you want to gonna want to look back to what you did before, so you can See how much you improved. Or, you know, how you used to draw drawings. Like you want to be like, hey, I used to do drawings a certain way, but I don't remember how I did them. Like there's some things you can look back to, techniques you used to do that you probably want to go back to and improvise. So I'm actually gonna shorten this palm more right. No, too short. Right here, I think it's fine. Hmm. No, this is wrong. This is wrong. I'm pretty sure, like, yeah, I think it was more towards the middle. This is where I want it to be. Okay. Doo-doo. Here we have the tubing, other tubing. I think. uh, I used to have like a furry era. All I did was furry drawings, like anthro, wolves, and dogs. I loved drawing dogs all the time, like all the dog drawings. I had so many. Right now, I am absolutely obsessed with cats. Eh, let me see. I don't think that toe is necessary there. Yeah, don't be afraid to erase. If you don't like something, just erase it in the moment. Okay. All right, I'm gonna do the other paw. Usually, you can kind of see the paw in the back. Let's add some fur here. And then like that. Let's put there. And that's usually where you kind of see fur popping out when there's like a bend. They'll start sticking because it's not smoothly unless it's very stuck to the fur, then you don't really see it. But if there's some, if you have a fluffy friend, if you're drawing a fluffy friend, there's gonna be fray hairs. So when there's like a bend, I add hair. And here I like to add a little wrinkle, more mittens. And try to keep them on the same line too. That way they seem like they're on the ground. And this is a fat leg. So here we go. No, this is not where the neck is. The neck is over here. Okay, so there it is. Okay. Oh my God. My favorite part a lot of the times It's a tail. Because the tail is the best. The fluffiest. In my world, they're the fluffiest. You can do thin tails too. This is the tail. No, 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 no. She has a lot of fur in this tail. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. Okay. She kind of looks okay. I don't have much more time. I don't think I do. Uh, I'm most likely just going to redo this after. But just to get the gist of it. Ugh, I hate this part. I hate it. I hate it. I have to do it now. I have to do it now. Something about it is too big for me. Too big for my taste. That's the best part of digital art. You can just erase and have no residue or pen like you just can't erase completely. You still kind of see it in the background of your paper. Okay. Yes, it's indeed a process. It's indeed a process. A process. Okay. All right. So I like to darken the background so I can see the white part. Because I'm running out of time. And I don't like using pure white. I like to see. I want to go for the pink feel. So we're just gonna go right here. Let's go to purple and go right here. Let's get the pseudo pen. And another great thing about this, a Medibang, you can just from the bottom layer, you can just drop the bucket. But here, I haven't really looked into. I don't want to do the whole selection thing, so I'm just gonna do this really quickly. It's much more relaxing for me, and it kind of makes me see if there are any line work that I can change on. Slowly going through here. Save some. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's like a lot of more easier ways to filling in the drawing that you're doing. Yeah, I see this. I cannot waste my time no more. Okay, so once I'm done with my part here, my little stream, I'm gonna go through to my Instagram. I'm gonna fix this. This is just for me to see what kind of feel like the color I wanna main color I wanna be basing it on. So do. Okay. Oh, I like this studio pen because I can do a thin line and I don't have to be resizing every 2 seconds for you see there's like a tiny part. So undo. there. And if I press hard, I can go like that. It's still the same opacity, you know. I think this program is pretty friendly. There's nothing too crazy. Well, for the way I use it, it's just using the layers, the brushes, the shape tools like the circle and undo, redo button. And we're almost there. Oh, I use the bottom layer, by the way, so I don't go over the darker lines. Layers are very useful to coloring. Bam. Okay. So that's her main color. And I go here. I just start adjusting. I want to pink. Okay. I don't think this is pure white. No. It's almost there. Not complete pure white. Okay. Right. So I'm gonna get the watercolor brush. I think it's, in my opinion, a good brush for shading. Well, this is how I shade, basically. Um, so I like to clip. So clipping helps this using this layer right here. Anything that goes on top with this little arrow is gonna go towards this layer only. So you don't have to worry about going outside the lines. It keeps everything with that same, or you can do the same. Awful Lock does the same thing too. Just I can't readjust the, like if I want to do the normal or like the setting that's on. So this here I can just go like that. I can change the color without affecting this layer. So anything with the, for me the light is always coming from the top. It's always, to me, from the top. So I've always done that since they're really never always in a setting or so far. So unless they're in a setting, I really don't focus too much on where the light is coming from. No, did I say that right? If there's a setting, I pay attention. If there's not a setting, I just wing it in a way. So this is where I want to show that the hair continues down there. And I'm making sure this is the back of the ear. This is the back of the ear. I don't always like adding a line for the bottom of the lip because I can just use a shade and it's not too harsh on the drawing itself. I like to add a little shade for the lids. A little quick shade. You know what? I'm going to do a different thing for that part. No. This is where the hair is. It keeps going that way for me. Shading is a good way to show that the line continues without adding the line art. Because I like, less is more sometimes. Okay, I'm just gonna start shading this part. So right now, what I've been trying with the shading is this is all pieces of hair to me. This is all pieces of hair. This is a piece of hair, piece of hair, piece of hair, piece of hair. Because the end. So this is how I've been doing it right now. Showing the fluffiness. This is just so much long hair everywhere. Now, I don't really think too much. I just go along with the direction. Okay, so just to get here, I just lighten it. And I play with, sometimes I play with the, what kind of shading, like darken. I like to use darken or color burn. You see, it's just, and then sometimes I just leave it at normal. These settings really help with choosing how you want the color to look without having to do it all over again. Same with this section, the hue and saturation. But it kind of applies it to everything on the same layer. So it's like the same lighting being applied to everything. It's gonna be there. And then I get the blur brush. What I did for this, I got this. I downloaded it off the Procreate website. If you want to know where I got it, you can message so I can send you a link to it. But it just basically looks like this. But you can use any brush here to do the smudging. It's the same thing by eraser. You can use the same brush to use as the eraser instead of drawing. But this is the smudge I use. And this, so it can blend in. Blend, blend, blend. Like it's coming out from the white fur. Figuring out where I should shade. I guess you can mimic, like if you like a certain way artist does their line art, like the way it's just a technique. If you like the way the hair looks in that certain way, because there's really a lot of the ideas already done repeatedly. Like you've seen, like how Disney does their drawings, like their line art, like to do their hair. It's all flowy. Like they never do scratchy hair. I never seen like everything's very smooth. But yeah, you can look how it's good to see multiple sources. Like if there's multiple artists that you like the way they draw, look how they do their line art. What brushes are they using? It could be the brush, it could be their way of drawing. I think it's okay personally, but copying like the exact like every piece of the artist's style, I don't agree with it much because it's like you're just focusing on them, unless like they have they give permission to copy their way of style. But it's okay. You can take bits and pieces from here and there, like their techniques, because there's not just one way and there's multiple ways, and at the end of the day we're all trying to draw something like a dog. There's really not many ways to draw a dog. The fur, they just have fur. They're not gonna have crazy long flowing hair all over their body. I mean, there is like the moth dogs and stuff, but like it's gonna look similar. They're all at the end of the day, if you're trying to do a certain breed of dog, it's gonna look similar to tell how someone else does it. Doing a feral. Yeah, LPS is very drawing like the LPS style. It's like the big head, the small body that comes with it. And just to show you what I mean with the other way to show you. So we're gonna go back here and you see it's just you see the mess that it looks. But once you put it down, it all blends in a lot nicer. Oh, and then after, here we go. I like to get the sun color I used before, get the watercolor, and this is for shine. For example, I want to add like shiny bits of hair. I put the add and just start doing that. So this is why it's important not to use pure white. So you can add shiny parts to the white hair. It gives the illusion that the hair is white still. Like, you see, it's just use a bit piece of hair. Oh, and the lighting too. It's not as obvious. I'm doing lighting here, but it's there. Same with the eyes. I do like longer ones to show that the hair is here in the middle. And now I'm also gonna say here, I do that, add another layer. I'm gonna use the same setting as this one, which is, I left it at normal. I'm gonna go back to the same color I was using before. And I'm gonna do like the kind of like the main shade. Cause this like the detail, like the inner texture shade, and then there's like the shadow shade. I don't know how to explain it. I never went to art school, so I don't have like in my head the actual definitions for I was using the wrong layer. I was like, I wonder why it's all coming out looking the same. So this is the layer that I'm doing the shadows in, like the actual, like the body, like the main shadow bodies, like the inner shadings are the textures, and the other shading is like where the light was hitting most of the time. So here, and then I do the same thing. It gives a spice, it just gives a spice. You see this? Spice. Exquisite. Yes, look at that. Such a beautiful tail. Okay. Um, here we go. Do any of you else, like anyone else, have any questions? Like, oh, going back to the whole. Oh, like I said, I love the collies. I love the cats. They're my favorite. Oh, and of course, I absolutely love drawing any LPS that has like a smooth head and long, luxurious ears full of hair. They have long, and then I can just go wild with the shading of the hair, which like shines here, shines there, and add like hair going this way, hair going that way, hair going over here. I can maybe add a braid, maybe give her more, how you say it, more fancier look. I don't know. Yeah, of course. If you're willing to put your love, your time, and your talent, and I'm willing to art trade. You just have to come and ask me. just come and ask me that you want to do an archery. Show me what you can do. My commissions, since now I have a lot less time than I did before when I had a part-time time. I work full-time. So my commissions start at, I forgot, but I have them listed in my Instagram. There's a link there that you can click on and it shows you my prices. So I think they start at 25, I think, if I remember correctly. Or was it 10? I don't remember. I honestly do not, or 15. I don't know. I don't remember since I haven't been commissioned in a bit. I don't remember my prices, but they're there. But like I said, if you were like the first one of the first 3 people, uh, you can you will be getting a free drawing from me. But yes, I love drawing the Cocker Spaniels. I like the Malteses. I think that's what they're called. But they have such beautiful. I just love the pigtail look. It's just so cute. Okay, alrighty. Well, thank you so much for being here. I enjoyed, if you have a question that you weren't able to ask me or too shy, you're more than welcome to DM me. I'm not afraid to answer to DMs. I'm willing to, answer. No, I don't have an Etsy, unfortunately. Uh, I'm trying to save money. I don't want to be using any fees. I plan on getting a sticker machine, hopefully, probably next year, so I can actually start selling my own stickers instead of selling them from Redbubble. But yeah, if you're afraid of drawing, it's okay. Nothing comes out perfect. You're gonna have that, like I said, bad picture days. And just keep them. It's always nice to look back to what you had before and be like, wow, I improved so much. Or maybe I like just, you can always look back and see how you did things. And you can reteach yourself techniques that you probably liked doing before, you know? And I love you all too. I'm so happy to stream for you guys. I'm sorry I didn't get to finish my drawing, but that's how it is. With only 1 hour, it's okay. I hope you did. Like I said, you can DM me on Instagram. I'm there. I might respond late. I might forget to respond, but I will respond eventually. Okay? You have a wonderful, wonderful day and take care and keep drawing if you do draw. Just keep doing it. Don't give up. Alrighty. How do I do this? I don't remember how to do this. How can I leave? I don't want to take up anyone's time. Alrighty. Where is the ending meeting?